Hey guys, this is Hira Patel, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a super easy bracelet design that you can wear or just attach to your water bottle. So let's get started. Here I have 5 strands, and if you have 4 or 6 or 7 or whatever, that's totally okay. I think you need at least 4 to make this design look good and work. So I have my 5 strands. And I'm going to just align the tips on one side of the string. And then I'm going to just kind of straighten the strands out. I'm going to tie a super simple knot, so I'm just going to twist, bring this over like that, and then just pull this part through the loop. And then boom, tie a knot. And then I like using a clipboard when I do these kind of things so that I can just slip in my bracelet and it won't come out, and you won't have to worry about keeping it down while you're working on it. Now I'm gonna divide out my strands a little bit so I can see them better. And since this one is the first one I pulled out, I'm going to start with this light blue. So what you have to do is, you don't have to worry about the end strands, just the first 2 for now. So I'll take my blue strand right here, and it'll just go over the black one. So after I go over, I pull it right through and just pull it all the way to the top. And you don't have to make it super tight, but just kind of make sure that the loop is completely done again. And you do that again on the same strand. So once again, put it over and make sure that it's over from the left side, so the loop goes from the left to the right. And after you put it over, just make the other part of the string come out and tighten it. Okay, so now we are done using this black strand, and I'm going to put it to the side. I believe the next strand I'm working on is this really pretty blue. So I'm still working on the very first strand, and I'm just going to keep going on with the rest of the bottom strands. So once again, make sure that you pull it from the left to the right. Could go over, then pull it through, and then pull it all the way up to the top, and do it again. So every single time you do this loop thing, make sure you do it twice on each strand. So once again, come in from the left, over, and then this tip will just go under, and you will make it go up to the top. I think I'm going to do this white next. So, same thing. Actually, I'm going to do the blue because it's closer to me. Again, go out from the left, and then left to the right, pull it under, and then pull it all the way up to the top. And do it a second time, so left to right, pull it under, and pull it up to the top. And we're at our very last string. It's a white one. Same thing, left to right. Sorry if I said right to left first, but I mean left to right always. Left to right, and then just pull the thing under and out, and tie the knot up, and do it one more time. Left to right, pull it under, and slide it up to the top. Great, so we're done with our first row. The first couple rows aren't going to look as clean, and you won't be able to tell if it's a bracelet or not, but after you do a few, you'll definitely see the design pulling through. So now we're done with this light blue. So now we're going to put our strings back in front of us. So the next string is this black one, and we're going to do the same process again, but just now we're going to use the black string. So same thing, left to right, pull it under, and then over, and pull it up to the top, left to right, and then just, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to move on to this dark blue. 1 knot and 2 knots. Always do 2 knots. Don't forget to do 2 on each step. Okay, now I'm on the white, so 1 knot, 2 knots. And now I'm going to use this light blue that we first started with. So 1 knot and 2 knots. So I have 5 strings in total, and every single time I do like a line, I'll be working with 1 string, and it'll go over 4 strands 2 times. But of course, it'll vary on the number. So if you have 6 strings, then you'll have 5 strings that you work on for each line, if that makes sense. Okay, great. Now we're already done with our second line, and now it's time for the third one. Same thing, left to right, and just pull it under and tie it up. 1 knot, 2 knots. Now I'm on my white string, so 1 knot, 2 knots. I'm on my light blue string, and 1 knot, 2 knots. My black string, my very last one for this line, 1 knot and 2 knots. And you can probably already start to see like a little, it's focusing. Okay, well, it's not focusing right now, but you can see that the light blue, the black, and then the medium blue. Okay, so let me show you guys a few more lines. We're going to start with this dark blue. So 1 knot, 2 knots, 1 knot, 2 knots. And then I'm on my black string, 1 knot and 2 knots. My last one for this line, 1 knot and 2 knots. Okay. Ooh, we're almost back to the light blue. And then once you get like a little bit more comfortable, I like to do this. I put in strands between my fingers so they're not like flying around everywhere, and you can keep track of where you are. So now I'm on my white string. So basically, on your left side, there should always be 1 strand alone that you should be working with. Same thing, start from the left to the right, go under, and pull it up, and do that a second time. Great, so now we're done with the blue, and I just kind of throw it out. Now we're on the black, and go up, and second time. Great, and now we're on the last 2 strings. Blue, 1 knot, 2 knot. Now I'm on my dark blue, so 1 knot and 2 knots. Yay, so we finished like using all the colors. I'm going to do, since we started on the light blue, I'm going to do it like 1 more time just so that you can see. And I'm going to put like the strands in between my fingers like I did. And I'm zooming in this time so you can like kind of see the pattern coming into play. Okay, so 1 knot, 2 knots, 1 knot, 2 knots. Okay. Now, when I'm on the dark blue, 1 knot, 2 knots, and very last line, 1 knot and 2 knots. Okay, great. So I won't be able to finish this whole bracelet for you, but hopefully you can see how it's done. And you can already see the design coming into play. Let me see if it can focus. Okay, right here. I think. And boom. Okay, you can see it's super cute, and hopefully you found it pretty easy. But I will show you one that I have already made. And after you're finished, it should look something like this. Super cute. You know, if it's not super long for your wrist, you can totally just like put it on your water bottle. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun making your bracelet and water bottle tags. See ya. Peace.